Greetings once again. Wanted to get on and do a VCLT thank you for several things that have come in the mail recently. I had every intention of doing separate videos for each one of these that came in, and unfortunately time just isn't on my side. I do, for the most part, I have been posting individual shots of things, including all the stuff that's in here on the Facebook vinyl community page. So for those of you that are part of the Facebook vinyl community page, you've seen all this stuff already, but it's certainly worth bringing up again. It's certainly worth talking about it one more time. First of all, you may remember, many people in the vinyl community may remember when Duane, Lazarus, found a whole bunch of these Boys for Pele, Tori Amos's Boys for Pele, her third album. Found a whole bunch of these in at a Goodwill. And get this out of here. They are on clear vinyl. Anyway, he found a whole bunch of these at a Goodwill at a dirt cheap price because he has a knack for that. And so I wrote to him and I asked him if he'd be willing to trade anything, or if I could just buy one from him outright. And some time passed, and I didn't hear from him, so I sent him another message, and he's busy too. I get that. So he got back to me, and then we were talking about a trade. Hadn't specifically set anything up. I hadn't sent him any offers for a trade. And then suddenly this arrived in the mail. 2-record set, again, clear vinyl, Tori Amos's third album. Just showed up in the mail with a note from Laz, talking about how basically, he hopes I enjoy the record, just sort of out of nowhere. So I wanted to follow through on the trade idea, so I sent him a record too. I talked to him about it first to see if it might be something he not only would be interested in, but didn't have, because a lot of you have seen his collection already. It's pretty huge. So he didn't, and I sent it to him. I'll let him talk about that if he feels the need to do so or wants to do so. I hope you liked it. I haven't heard back from you one way or the other, so I definitely hope you like that. But I really appreciate this. I will admit that this is not my favorite Tori Amos album. That's not to take away from the generosity of this. It just has never been my favorite Tori Amos album. Although I have to admit that because it wasn't, and I was kind of ignoring it for a while, when I got this, I ended up, obviously giving it a spin right away, and I like it a lot better than I used to. So that's good, right? I mean, kind of opened my eyes to it again, or made me revisit it and reappreciate it. So anyway, that was from Duane, from Lazarus. Somewhere around the same period of time, I heard from Jeff, from Jeff's Vinyl Scene. And Jeff doesn't, to my knowledge, I don't think he does any videos. He hasn't done any videos, but he is someone who's active on the Facebook vinyl community page. I guess, that's another thing, not to go off on a tangent or anything, but that's another thing that I think is good about the vinyl community Facebook page, is that it allows people who don't want to do videos or haven't done videos to participate in this community. And I think that's really important. I think that this is about vinyl and about music and not about making videos. Videos is a huge part of it, for sure. But this is a vinyl community, so there should be a venue for anybody who appreciates vinyl and loves music. So Jeff, from Jeff's Vinyl Scene, he and I, communicated back and forth on. He was actually my 900th subscriber, and what I was doing with my subscribers is that every time I hit another 100 mark, I would offer to send that person, whoever hit that 100 mark for me, a record. And so Jeff was my 900th subscriber, and around the time I think I was doing a pretty major Kate Bush video, and expressed an interest in Kate Bush. So we finally sort of settled on me sending him a Kate Bush. I sent him a copy of Kate Bush's 50 Words for Snow, and that was a Kate Bush record that he didn't have yet. And at some point or another, he knew from my video that I had a bunch of, at one point I had a bunch of 12-inch singles, Kate Bush 12-inch singles, that stupidly, years ago, I sold these things. And he knew that I kind of lamented that and wished that I hadn't done that. So he found some for me. He found UK copies, UK pressings of The Big Sky, Kate Bush's The Big Sky, from Hounds of Love. This contains the meteorological mix of The Big Sky, which is quite likely my favorite remix of all time for any artist. I really love that. And then as a surprise, he told me about that one. He said he found this one. But as a surprise, he also included Love and Anger from the Sensual World. So 2 Kate Bush 12-inch singles, both UK pressings. Very much appreciated, Jeff. I mean, that was just awesome. I had never even had the Love and Anger 12-inch, so that was a real treat, definitely. At some point after that, he had posted a photo of this album, the Buckingham Nicks record that they did together. Gatefold. Yes, it's gatefold. So he had posted I don't think it was the same one, but he posted one of these, and I was, kind of talking to him back and forth on Facebook about how I like that album, but I've never been able to find a copy. And it turns out he had a second copy, so he sent me that separate package from the 12-inch Kate Bush 12-inch singles. So Jeff, man, you are all right. I have we conversed about a couple of other things. He's been starting to get into Talk, and I'm a huge Talk fan. So I am sending him. I have spare copies of Talk's first 2 records, so I'm sending those your way. I haven't gotten them packed up yet, Jeff. I apologize for that. Something else that came in the mail. Anyway, I don't mean to be running through these things so quickly that I don't sound appreciative, because believe me, I'm very appreciative of that kind of stuff. So thank you very much, Jeff. I'm also being kind of mindful of the fact that I don't want this video to be a 20 or 30 minute video. So I'm trying to speed it up here, I guess. But hopefully that's not coming across as insincere thanks to people. Another VCLT package that got sent to me, kind of total surprise, kind of out of the clear blue sky, although he said he was going to be sending it to me, from Mikko. His YouTube channel is the Vinyl Corner. I will put links to all of these people's channels below in the video, so definitely spend some time, go over and check them out. Like I said, I think Jeff's Vinyl Scene, I don't think he has any videos of it, but the rest of these guys sure do. So definitely check them all out, and even go over to Jeff's channel and subscribe to him. I'm sure you appreciate that. Anyway, out of the clear blue, Mikko sent me. We've had conversations before about album covers and album cover art, and in particular Hypnosis album cover art. We're both big fans of Hypnosis, and so he sent me a book. It's a fairly thick book of album covers and album cover art from artists, from Finnish artists from Finland, because that's where Mikko is from. So I mean I know very few of these records that are in here, but it's just awesome to see this stuff. I mean, I really okay, Mikko. That's not the Mikko, but Mikko. I know very few of these albums. As a matter of fact, just kind of flipping through it, I don't know too many at all. But it's just cool to see this stuff. It's cool to go through this. The entire book is in Finnish, so I either need to guess at what they're saying or translate. He sent me a card, and he mentioned that the character on this card reminded him. It's a character that's pretty well known over there, and the character on this card reminded him of Emma. So anyway, there's kind of a cool surprise there. But he said, here's an interesting book about Finnish vinyl cover art. I thought you might like it. It's written in Finnish, but I can help you with the translation. So I appreciate that. I may take you up on that. along with the card and the book, he sent me a record bag too. I forgot to pull that out, but a bag from a record store in Finland, and then this what looks like a catalog of new releases. El Rotasanamat, which I think means something like rat messages or something like that. I don't know. I tried to do a Google Translate there. But anyway, a bunch of information about new releases, both Finnish and worldwide releases, that sort of thing. It's kind of cool to look through that. So Mikko, thank you very much, man. I definitely appreciate that. I've already spent some time flipping through the book and checking out album covers, and I'm going to continue to do so. I may hit you up for some of that translation, but in the meantime, I'm just enjoying what you said. One final VCLT that came in from another Jeff. This is a Jeff that many people in the vinyl community know well. This is Jeff Recordman, 1958. I'm not really even sure if his channel is still up. He at one point or another, he said he was leaving the vinyl community and he was going to sell a lot of records. Or maybe he just said he was going to sell a lot of records. I don't know. I know that there was a sense of dread because Jeff was no longer going to be among us. But he still is. He still is. I'm just not sure about the status of the videos. But I know that I do communicate with him fairly regularly on Facebook. And that's how we communicated about the VCLT that he sent me. I think my guess is that he's still doing some house cleaning and getting rid of a few things. But he and I are both big Kate Bush fans and both big Genesis fans. And also Roxy Music fans. All of those three are important here with the VCLT that he sent me. He sent me a package that he wasn't going to tell me what it was, but he did hint around that it had something to do with Mojo and Uncut magazine. And so what he sent me were 4 magazines altogether. See if I can turn this around for the camera. 3 Mojos and 1 Uncut, all British music magazines, all good British music magazines. One of them on Genesis. This is, what is this, March 2001. So Genesis, and there's articles in here on Billie Holiday and the Pixies and that sort of thing. But the feature article is definitely Peter Gabriel and Genesis. That's Peter Gabriel right there. Another one from, let's say, do I have these in any kind of order here? Kate Bush, February 2003. Kate Bush, feature artist there. Other articles, Ray Davies, XTC, Jarvis Cocker, The Coral. So, cool. Looking forward to digging into that. Another Kate Bush, December 2005, Mojo. This also features articles, Debbie Harry, Bob Dylan's 100 Greatest Songs, Alice Cooper, Elton John, even Bob Marley? No. It's the birth of a legend, so I was thinking Bob Marley. Hendrix. Anyway, so another Kate Bush feature article there, so really looking forward to checking that out. And then finally, I think this probably was sparked by my video about the Roxy Music Box set, because I'm not sure, until I did that video, I'm not sure that we were aware that we were mutual, Jeff and I were mutual Roxy Music fans. But this is Uncut magazine from, what was this one, February 2011? And Roxy Music being the feature article on this one. So lots of, The Wild Life of Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. Big, huge Thin Lizzy fan here too, so looking forward to checking that out. But Roxy Music. So yeah, I am rich with friends, and I am rich with VCLT. And I hope that none of you feel that by my putting you all together in one video that it was that it's any less sincere. My thanks is any less sincere. I really appreciate it. Lots of good reading there, lots of good listening. I've already listened to the records, and skim through some of the magazines, and definitely Mikko's book as well. So thank you so very much. I appreciate it. To everyone else, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, watching videos in general in the vinyl community, not just mine, but other people's. And I will catch you all later.